Good morning, or I should say good afternoon, good evening, I guess. It's morning here, but I usually post these in the evening. Today, I'm gonna be unpacking all the things I got when I did my little local trip. I didn't buy that much at my first, well, I didn't buy anything at my first stop and only bought a couple items at my second stop. But I got super lucky and scored big at Weaver's Treasures the next morning, which is kind of funny because I had originally intended to do all the stops that day, but I kind of crapped out. The weather was super nice, so I ended up going back the next morning because the vendor restocked that evening and posted a picture to Facebook, and I was like, oh, I have to get up and go there. So let's see what we got. So the first thing I got was this large size fuzzy ceramic poodle. Now, I normally don't pick up like the all black ones. Normally the paint is all messed up, and I find the gray, black, and all white don't sell as well as the other ones. I'm more of a fan of the colors like the teal and the pink. However, this large size is super hard to find, especially with the fur on it. It is real fur trim. Now for this, I did pay up a little. I paid $16, but I felt pretty okay with that because, did I pay $16? No, I didn't. I paid $20 for this. And I'll tell you why. It's by Brins Japan, and it's in great condition. And like I said, this size is super hard to find. And honestly, I am just a sucker for fuzzy ceramics. I've only ever had this size maybe once or twice ever. So, and I always pick it up if it's anywhere near making a profit. So on this item, I won't be able to double my money, but it felt like it was an important item to carry in my Etsy shop. Next up, another thing I'm a sucker for are the ceramics on chains. Now, this one I did pay $16 for. I'd never really seen this set. I mean, I'd seen versions of it, like the little dogs as salt and pepper shakers. It was in pretty good condition, and I love their little flowered hat, and they have funny expressions. $16, I felt pretty confident paying that I'd be not able to double my money, but come pretty close after fees. And I always pick up anything that's unique, that's a family on chain, especially if it's complete. Now, a lot of the times I'll just find the larger figurine with the hole on the collar, and I'll be like, dang, it's missing its little babies. But this one was a pretty lucky find. So I told you they uploaded a photo of their restock on Facebook. And speaking of families on chains, as soon as I saw this next set, I was like, all right, I don't even care what else is there. I have to go. This is a really fun set, and it's kind of hard to find. I saw it not that long ago. Probably shouldn't have mentioned where it was because I'm about to say that it was severely overpriced. I saw it recently, but it was like really overpriced. Now, the two smaller ones are missing their little fuzz on their head, but all in all, it's in really good condition. And again, it's got real fur trim. It's got the original bow. And I love the ones with the glasses. I think they're so fun. Now, I did pay up for this. Where is my receipt? I paid $22 for this. $23 really, because I was in Maryland, so I paid tax. But like I said, this set's really hard to find, and I like to pick it up. It usually sells pretty quick. I will say the last one, I've sold two in the past. I think one sold for $34 and then one sold for $48, which after fees and stuff is actually about $34 because they do offer the free US shipping in the US over $35. Moving on, more fuzzy ceramics and a flat face. I love flat face. I love fuzzy ceramics. I love the tall, anything extra kitsch. And this one had its original little tag on it. I think it's so cute. I believe they're made by UNESCO. I could be wrong though. For this one, I paid $7.50, which I kind of felt like was a super fair price. These usually sell for around $17, $18. Probably 17, I feel like, is more like it, especially because the paint's all there. A lot of the times, like I said, it's really easy for these to miss fur. It is real fur trim on it, so you know, with the fur loss and the paint loss, sometimes they're kind of rough, but this one's like really great shape. More cats. I could not resist this one. I do believe this is a Hosef Originals. And now I normally see these kind of big eye cats in all white. I don't usually see them in Siamese. I'm like 99% sure this is Hosef Original. And I only paid $6.25. So I will definitely be able to double my money on this guy. A lot of the times I see these like Siamese cats out and about, and it's a lot of the same versions. This was one I'd never really seen before. It kind of stumped me, and then I was surprised when I picked it up to see the Lefton sticker. So it was $18.75. I did have a gut feeling to Google it. I was like, man, I don't want to pay that much. I'm kind of a cheapo. I feel like it can't be worth that much. But I was surprised when I looked online. They were all marked rare and sold, and they sold anywhere from $35 to $58. So I felt like for $18.75, I won't be able to double my money, but there's probably a collector looking for this. I don't usually see the Siamese cats in this size by Lefton. They're usually Norcrest. I see these flocked Santas all the time, and kind of I ignore them most of the time unless they have like a super good face and they're super cheap. This one I paid $6.95 for. Now, I love the beaded ones. The beaded ones are usually pricier. It is missing some of its beading. Somebody, I guess, got lazy and stopped, or it was time for Christmas. But from the front, you can't tell. Now, it does have a little splotch of blue paint on its face, but for $7, the fact that it's beaded, I really didn't mind, because when they're beaded, they're definitely harder to find. And all in all, the fact that he's like an all white one too, I just felt like it was kind of different. So I went ahead and scooped that up. I kind of just couldn't resist these pigs. You know, they're not in as great as condition as I had seen in the mall. I mean, they've got like a little schmutz on their noses, but I love the elongated neck. I won't sell them for much. I kind of just was like in a frenzy and scooped them up because, like I said, this elongated neck, I don't know why. It's just so fun. It's extra kitschy. Now for these, I did pay $6.50. So either way, I mean, it's fair. I won't make much off of them, but the little funny pigs, I couldn't resist. Another thing I saw in the photo of the restock that I was like, I don't care what it is, I'm going there. So a lot of people are familiar with Dankin Dream Pets, but it's kind of hard to find these dream dolls, especially in this little raincoat outfit. And it's complete. It's even got the hat. I've only ever had it once before. I love that it's got the original tag too. It's called Little Annette. So cute. I had it in red. I love the orange color. The last one I sold instantly for $20. This one I did pay $6 for. I will probably put like $1 or $2 more on her just because I had a hard time getting rid of the last one, honestly, and the fact that it's got this orange, and I've never seen it before. I only had seen it that one time, and the average sold price on them was about $19-20. So I feel like 21, 22 is not outrageous for this fabulous one, because like I said, when I looked them up, I only ever saw him in the red. I'd never seen the orange. Now, I will have to figure out what I sold him for. For some reason, I couldn't find this one in my listings. I've only had this once before. He does have a little nick on his ear, a little paint chip, but he does have his whiskers. For some reason, let's see, $8 I paid for him. For some reason, I looked these up, remember, and they sold for more than I thought they would. I think my last one sold for $17 or $18. He was in pristine condition, though. I kind of love his beatnik. I think they were calling him a beatnik because of the outfit. Beatnik kitty. I whenever I think of beatnik, I always picture Audrey Hepburn in Funny Face, one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a super unique one. This I only paid $8 for. Now, usually when I see them at antique malls, they're in these cases that have these crazy price tag. They're kind of like museum showcases, if you know what I'm talking about. So I don't pay much mind to them. It is composite. I do believe it's German. I knew enough to know that $8 wasn't even worth second guessing. It was definitely a steal at that price, and his face paint is all there. A little Santa. So I'm going to do a little homework on him, but I definitely got away good with this one. Here's another one I found in the 50% off booth. These I paid $7.50 for. Their little Napco August Pixies. Now, I was really excited to find these. A lot of the times when I find them, they have outrageous price tags on them. They don't sell for as much as a lot of people ask, but at $7.50, I do believe I'll be able to at least triple, maybe quadruple my money. I'll have to do some homework. I can't remember what the last set I sold was, but either way, it was a huge steal. Speaking of homework, this kind of I Dream of Jeannie-esque pose doll, I saw her in the photo at the restock and I had to have her. She will take some homework. She's got some staining. I will not give her away because I will gladly keep her. I have never seen one exactly like this before, and she is fantastic. She's got the original Japan sticker on the back. Super unique, super hard to find. And for her, I only paid $8. I love her blue eyeshadow. So whereas she's not in perfect condition, oh my gosh, look at her little flower accessory on the side. I mean, it's just perfection. And her fun ponytail and her hoop earring. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of this one. You might not see this one on Etsy. This might be a keeper, but either way, I am gonna do some research on her and see if I can find one comparable. If it ends up, you know, being like not as big a profit as I believe it would be item, then she will end up in my vanity room. So I don't mess with paper much, honestly, because a lot of the times, I mean, I mess with paper because I do Valentine's Day cards, like hardcore, but paper, especially this kind of awkward size, it's not, you know, the weight it would cost, you would have to send it priority basically because of the weight and size. I don't think I'll be able to ship this first class because it's a lot, but I wasn't really sure what to do with it. Now, I saw the price tag on it. What was it? $6 or something crazy. Yeah, $6.50. I saw the little 1966 birthday girl paper. Oh, so cute. And then a lot of these times I find these kind of paper stocks, it's a lot, like one good thing and then a couple things that are just like, oh, that's cute, but you know, like the cars, like it's fun, but not worth getting excited about. More new old stock, and then I saw some random older Christmas, but then I got to the bottom of the box. New old stock snowmen. This is a full sheet. I'm not even gonna unfold it the whole way because it's in perfect new condition, and I was like, that's got to be the only one, right? And this one has been used, but it's still more vintage snowmen. And then I was like, all right, maybe that's the end of this prize. More new old stock, but again, like kind of a generic Christmas pattern. Then I was like, oh man, hold on. We have the choir ones. This is all new stock, full sheet, 2 of them. And I was like, dang, somebody's gonna want this. But then it kept getting better. Look at this Santa. This is new old stock as well, full sheet. I'm not gonna unfold it. Spectacular. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, this sealed the deal for me. I was like, I cannot walk away without this. Look at this wrapping paper. Now there are 2 full sheets of this. I might throw one in a drawer somewhere. This, my mom would have freaked out over this. Look at how cute this is. And I love the little reindeer on it. This is original 1950s, and for $6.50. I mean, I only picked up vintage wrapping paper a couple times. It was like Christmas poodles or something, and one sheet sold for like $23 or something. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to spend today trying to piece that out and figure out if I'm going to sell it as a lot or sell it individually. I haven't figured it out yet, of course, because since it is like new old stock, perfect condition in that large sheet size, I do not want to bend it. It's made it this far, and it comes in that little Santa box. Now, when I was editing my video, I noticed this tile, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not notice that? Look at this. So I went back for it actually, and I was surprised to see it was there. It was only $6. It's Italian, and I love the anthropomorphic cat in the vanity room. Now, I mean, it's not like old, but who cares? It's spectacular. So this might go on Etsy. This might go on my bathroom door. I'm not really sure. But either way, I was like, how did I not see that? I have to go. And I jumped in the car like a crazy person and ran back. So that's all I got for today. I'm going to spend the rest of the day kind of listing this stuff. I might go out later and figure out what to do with that incredible new old stock Christmas wrapping paper. And I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you in the morning.